When exactly is the best time to move that 401k when you're leaving the workplace? Let's talk to a financial advisor. I'm here with Guyton Policard. He's the founder of DreamCap Financial. Guyton, how you doing today?
Doing great, Spike. Thank you for being here.
You know, we talked about this a little bit in the pre-show. People don't work 20, 30 years anymore for the same organization. We don't get those pension plans that our parents or grandparents used to get. So we've got a lot of these 401ks, 403bs, 457s. When should we move them? Not just before retirement, but do you see a lot of what we call ghost 401ks where people just leave them at a former employer?
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a great point, by the way, before I answer the question, is our parents or grandparents used to work their whole lives, so 30, 40 years with the same company. Sometimes that's not unheard of. The landscape has changed where most people rotate jobs, so they're changing every couple of years. 10 years at a company now is a long time. But anyways, to get to your question is, yes, I believe personally that it's a good idea to move your 401k. Sometimes people leave a job and they even forget about it. I've had a situation actually just this week. She got a statement and she only got the statement because it was being switched to another company and she was like, oh my God.
Yeah, you hit on something really big for me is that we leave a lot of these 401ks floating behind us. It's like a boat out at sea, right? With no sail on it. Especially when we're leaving a job like that. Isn't that one of the priorities that we should make is bringing those 401ks with us?
Correct. That is correct. So when you leave a job place, and because now people will go to 2, 3 different employers during their careers. So when you have different 401ks, there might be overlaps. There might be a lot of limitations in the investment allocations. I've seen 401ks where there's only a set of 12 mutual funds to choose from. That's very limited. Whereas where you roll it over, it opens a world of opportunity for us to really pinpoint your objectives and getting a plan that suits your needs.
Yeah. Relatively simple if you do it properly. It's rolling it over into your own personal IRA. And then you have the entire investment world at your fingertips. Right. You also just keep pointing out, go ahead.
No, you bring a very important point because sometimes when we speak rollover, I've had people thinking that they have to withdraw the money. That's very important. No withdrawals. You want to do a rollover because there will be tax consequences. So that's a little huge word that people overlook.
Yes. And a lot of Americans do that. I just read a story on that recently as well. If you've only worked somewhere for, let's say, 3 years, and you have 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, you might say, oh, you know what I can do? I'm going to go move to this other job over here. I'll just liquidate that, pay off all the bills. Maybe even we can get some of that work done on the living room that we've wanted to. I'll just start over when I go to the next job. It's setting Americans' retirement behind. You need to keep that retirement ball rolling, right? And roll it over properly.
Exactly. And there's also sometimes the option of an in-service withdrawal.
Okay. What exactly is the in-service withdrawal? In-service makes it sound like I'm still working.
That is correct. So if you're still working and you have a 401k that's very limited, you still have the options of rolling it over. So that's something you talk to your HR or your current custodian, and we help you look at the possibilities to see if it actually makes sense. Opening up again the horizons of opportunities for your retirement 59 and a half. And then we work hard for those accounts. So you want to make sure you're getting the maximum returns and opportunities for growth with them. Yeah.
Exactly. Especially if you've let that money grow in there for 5 or 10 years, then you could roll it out. You keep working, you keep getting the match from your employer, but now you can do something on the outside as well. Is this something that your firm is familiar with as well, looking at everybody's 401ks?
Absolutely. That's something we do on a daily basis because that's going to be a retirement nest egg for a lot of people. That's where we're going to design a plan to get income from. So when you separate from your employer, we need to basically come up with the difference of from your regular salary now to the income you still need for your retirement.
Right. Yeah. But the good point, though, is that you're no longer having to save for your retirement. Now you can use those 401ks.
Exactly.
Guyton Policard, thank you so much. If you're trying to figure out, should you roll over your 401k, especially if you're leaving the workplace, sounds like the answer is a resounding yes. But what do you do with it? You've got to roll it over properly. Make sure you roll it into an IRA. Try not to liquidate it if you do not have to. We want to make sure we can keep that retirement ball rolling. But to find out more about what you can do with your 401k right now, you can get a review from a financial advisor like Guyton Policard, founder of DreamCap Financial. Call the phone number. You can schedule your own appointment. He'll review that 401k.